And we are back to none other than Inkblot Art Academy. Because we are watching the same round, the other two teams in that round. Umkehrung, which means reversal, versus Candy Up, or Seed 2, that was put there pretty early in the game. I mean, pretty early for Seed 2. Wait, Candy Up was put in losers bracket by Umkehrung in round 2 of winners. So this is a rematch, and this is Candy Up coming back with for revenge against Umkehrung.
Yeah, and actually, hopefully we're gonna be seeing a smoothless match. No issues, and we're actually seeing some pretty interesting compositions. Wow, Umkehrung coming out with a double midline with a backline. That's actually really interesting. I mean, of course, the dually sculptures are definitely to be noted, but also the Forge Spotter Shop Pro, we barely see that. And of course, Candy Up with a Charger Tetra Brush Junior. We don't see really any of those weapons too much nowadays in the current meta. So these two teams are definitely looking to strike it out on their own with their very curious compositions. But it is going to be Candy Up coming out on top with the first score. They are going to be quickly punished, though, by some of the members on the side of Umkehrung. That Zap really clearing a lot of space for their team and pushing back Candy Up very quickly, only allowing them to get a score of 65.
Yeah, it's like since the vacuum was birthed, every vanilla charger has risen up to the occasion and is now showing us what you can do when you have a bomb on a charger. And it looks like Umkehrung is looking to get out of... Oh, what is that? Ooh. No, please, no. Okay, we are... Everything's fine, everything's going fine. Candy Up is holding mid with the charger. That's very, very dangerous. They're going to have to move back onto their platform. And... okay, Candy Up, they are holding their lead. They have 3 specials that are ready right now, but they are struggling just to get to mid, so I don't think they're gonna... Okay, 2 down on the side of Umkehrung, and Candy Up with the brush right in there. That's going to be a super jump, and that's going to be another push in for Candy Up.
Yeah, and Candy Up just really going in there. Already a lead of 24. That's actually getting into knockout position, but it's not going to be enough. It's only the charger that they are going to jump out. That's 3 on the side of Candy Up, and Umkehrung very quickly already in mid before the basket even closes. They're already in Candy Up's platform, getting set up for a push. They have that Inkjet. If it can get good value alongside the key pick onto the brush, this could be huge. But they do go down. The dually scorchers don't quite manage to stay alive. Now it's the ball playing as well. They lose that Inkjet. And I mean, sure, they have some insurance with that tactic cooler, but it's still not enough. Candy Up still holding their ground and keeping Umkehrung from getting anywhere near the basket.
Yeah, and we are back to the drawing board. Umkehrung, they have all 8 players down, but they're usually just a special just to be into lead right now. And they're struggling just to get any momentum going for themselves. Candy Up has been shutting down everything they've done so far, and there's just 2 minutes left in that game.
Yeah, Candy Up, I mean, they're just playing their up to their fullest potential. They're getting a lot of trades, a lot of picks. But it might just be stopped by this Forge Pro. Not quite. Doesn't quite get the pick onto the brush, and that is going to be more time wasted for their team. Candy Up still have a dominant hold in mid, but with 2 players down, this may be the opportunity that Umkehrung was searching for, but they need to play a lot faster than they're playing right now. They need to go for this right now. They have the tactic cooler set up. They have the Booyah Bomb from the Forge Pro, but they just need that little push, and it's just not happening. They need a pick onto the Slayers on the side of Candy Up. That Booyah Bomb is going to open up some space, but they lose their dually squelchers, and the ballpoint gets on, and the brush gets another trade, but that is going to be beneficial for Candy Up, and Umkehrung just can't quite seem to get past the middle of the map.
It's like Candy Up is just constantly maintaining pressure onto that center, onto whatever Umkehrung is trying to do. And I mean, both of these teams have met each other in winners brackets, so both of these teams like kind of have a good idea of what the other is trying to do, and it looks like Candy has prepared a counter for everything that Umkehrung can do. But Umkehrung finally they got under the basket, but a bit too late and just not enough. And right now they don't have a super clam at the ready. They have to make a super clam under that basket, and that bubble right there is going to block, is going to stop Umkehrung from doing anything.
Ooh, and that Tetra gets to keep it onto the ball point, gets a second. They do trade, but with 10 seconds left, that's only to the benefit of Candy. Umkehrung they only have a pity clam, which they're going to be forced to grab for that overtime. And this is so bad for them. This Dooley's coaches can't be spending that much time on the Tetra. They do get the pick, but overtime is halfway over. They need to get this power clam right now. There's okay, there was a bit of lag at the end, but it's not quite. Okay, there was a disconnect at the end, but it's not gonna matter. And Candy Up is gonna be taking game 1 against Umkehrung.
Yeah, and it's like every time Umkehrung managed to get some picks, Candy Up was stopping them from getting position. Every time they managed to get some position, Candy Up was stopping them from getting points off of it. And really, Candy Up shutting down everything they could on the side of Umkehrung, and Umkehrung like they really need to find the adaptation, the change of pace, the surprise onto Candy Up, because so far Candy Up was always one single small step ahead of them, and like they need to change that.
Yeah, just a little bit out of reach for Umkehrung, and they just weren't able to honestly get a solid advantage state. There were quite a few times where they got close to scoring, but their positioning was really fragile. It just took one pick or one skirmish from the Tetra or the brush to force them back. And now, moving on to this game 2, Splatoon and Manta Maria, they're going to need to honestly really be mindful of how to play around, or how to play against, really, that double skirmisher / double quick respawn composition that Candy Up is kind of bamboozling Umkehrung with, because we saw it in the last game. Umkehrung didn't even get near the basket. They didn't even score a single power clam. So Candy Up is definitely putting on a clinic right now, and Umkehrung is going to need to play around their comes strengths over Candy Ups if they want a chance of winning.
Yeah, now it's a very different map, and it's a map where your team can attempt more different things, and your team has more opportunities to create the surprise. And so far, like in that game 1, Candy Up showed us, okay, we see what you're doing, and we're able to stop it. On Manta Maria, like, you're going to see what the enemy is doing a bit too late, that you can't just shut it down. Like, so I feel like Candy Up, he's going to have to face Umkehrung really on a more, okay, this is what you are doing and we have to face it up front, instead of just like stopping it before it happens, as they did in that game 1. So this, I think, is going to have a very different dynamic. So let's see if, but whatever happens, Umkehrung, they need to find the change of pace, because they need to get the surprise onto Candy Up.
No, for sure. And yeah, we're moving in straight in here. Umkehrung not switching up anything except for that E-leader. And Candy Up still sticking with their tried and true composition, only switching out the splatter scope, I believe, or the spot charger. Same difference for the Firefin variant. Those tri-strikes are definitely going to be really useful for taking back on this zone, but the Tetra already goes down. It's to be expected. It's a Tetra dually, but it's still not quite what you want to see. And Candy Up kind of looking a little bit shaky. They do manage to get a pick onto that Forge Pro and force out the E-leader. That's not what you want to see. They do jump back very quickly, but it's actually really, really good for them, as Candy Up really pushing their aggressive potential to the maximum, getting 3 kicks and running straight into Umkehrung's spawn already.
Yeah, and it looks like they are deep into there. Arashi going in with the brush, creating... What? Okay, finally Arashi gets shut down. Finally Arashi gets stopped, and Umkehrung has the opportunity to maybe move onto the zone from Candy Up, but they're going to neutralize one zone. It's painted over already, and Candy Up, they still don't have any penalty, and they're back onto scoring some points. And Umkehrung, they lost a player, they have to move back and try to just stay alive. And right now it's easier said than done. Candy Up is looking to get a KO very, very quick here.
Yeah, with 10 points remaining, 2 members on the side of Umkehrung. Candy Up is in a great position to defend. Umkehrung can't even get back to the zone, can't even contest it, and that's going to be almost an 100-0 knockout push for Candy Up, sending Umkehrung out of the set, out of the bracket, and securing Candy Up a spot in losers semi-final. So congratulations to them.
Yeah, and we will take a very, very, very short break, just so we can do the map changes, but we will be back very, very soon with Candy Up versus Commandantes. We've seen both of these teams qualify for the next set, and we'll see it very, very soon. Don't go anywhere.